Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning into this first formal episode of Bite Size Fundraising Tips. And we're going to start with the first question that you're probably going to ask yourself or have asked yourself at some point if you're here. And that's, where do I start? How do I do this? How do I make this possible? Because fundraising seems like a really big and overwhelming prospect and something that a lot of people aren't comfortable with and can be really challenging. And so, the first answer to that question is figuring out what you're fundraising for and how quickly you need those dollars. So, my short answer to this is going to be kind of taking a backpack program for kids as an example. There's a local school, there are 15 kids in a class. We found out that they all don't have backpacks and don't have supplies for the upcoming year. So I've got to figure out how much money I need to get backpacks and put the supplies that I need them in. And then I need to know how much time I have before the start of that school year so I can make sure that those families get those backpacks in time. You can apply this to anything that you're doing. I want to be serving meals. I want to be giving people jackets. I want to be providing educational resources for someone. I want to be providing, um, physical activity opportunities. Insert whatever that is for that you need and figure out how much you need to raise first, because that's the biggest question. How much do I need to raise in order to be successful? And then the second question that you need to ask yourself is, who do I know, or who are the kind of people that are going to help me get the reach to be able to reach those resources within that timeline? And this is, somewhat of a little bit more complicated question, but some of that will be dictated by how much you need to raise. If I only need to raise $5,000, then maybe I can do that within my network, and I can do that in a quick and meaningful time period, and I can do that without a lot of extra support in order to make that happen. But maybe I need $10,000 or $100,000 to make something like this happen, or $300,000 to make that happen. You've got to figure out how much time you need and how many donors that you're going to need to make that happen. And think about this in kind of a chart. That's how I always get these things started. If I have people that give me $25 each, how many people is it going to take me to get to $25? Okay, how many people do I know that I can reasonably ask for this kind of thing, or that will ask for other people for $25? Is that a reasonable target for me to get to in terms of what I need? If it's not, then you need to embark in prospecting, kind of donor acquisition, seeing about how you get to more places, or you need to start a fundraising plan within those individuals then that or you have within your network, or you already have on your board of directors that are going to help you be successful in that project. So that's our fundraising tip for today. You got to figure out how much you need to raise. You got to figure out how much you need to have it by, and you've got to make a quick back in the napkin kind of estimation about whether or not the people within your network are going to be able to support something like that and be able to do it quickly.